Hope everybody's doing good today. I just got a lot of things on my mind, and I thought I'd make a video about it. I haven't made a video for a while, so I've noticed there's been a lot of YouTube channels that have been terminated for whatever reason. Copyright or whatever they want to call it. Guideline infringement or something, I don't know. Anyway, is everybody as fed up as I am with all of the taxation? I mean, if you look at the word tax in the dictionary, it's like, it's a burden, a stress, It's just something to keep you under the finger of somebody else. What if we didn't have to pay so many taxes? You'd have more money to spend for your own needs, for your own family, for the things that you want to do, rather than what Big Brother wants to do with your money. I don't know, that's just, with all this Obamacare and all this mess, it's just incomprehensible how bad that whole thing is. 90% or more of the American people don't want anything to do with this, but yet here we are still facing this thing, being crammed down our throats. Nobody wants it. Nobody agrees with it, but yet here we are having to deal with this crap. Still yet. We call ourselves a free society, but we don't have any choices. We don't have any choice who's going to run our government, because most of the time they only give us two selections, and we didn't make those selections in the first place. So you got a choice between dumb and dumber, and you think you're getting the less of the dumber, but it doesn't make any difference. You're still getting screwed. So what difference does it make? Voting, I think, oh, well, if you don't agree with the government, you just go, vote the guy out. Well, yeah. And then just vote another guy in who's just as bad or worse. So, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, voting is like a big game, but you don't control the outcome of it. So you think you're participating in something, but you don't have any control over it. So you're just playing into their game. That's what all that amounts to. And here we are running around out here trying to survive, trying to make enough money to survive, paying over $3 a gallon for gas for I don't know how long. It's been a long time. I remember when gas was $1.50. I mean, that was like, 5 years ago? And then all of a sudden, boom, wham, gas jumps up to $2.99 a gallon, and $3-something, and $3.50, and up and up and up. And then people out here are struggling, trying to go back and forth to work. People who have to drive a long ways to work, and their incomes have dropped in the last several years as well. So they're probably making a lot less money than they used to make, but they're paying more for fuel to get to work. And then the government always wants to stick its nose in some other country's business that's not even ours, and then we can't even take care of our own people. We're worried about what's going on in Syria or Russia or wherever, but we don't even worry about our own people. We got people laying out in the streets, homeless. We got veterans with the arms and legs blown off, who can't even find a place to make a home or sleep in, but yet we're worried about some other country. I mean, let Syria worry about Syria, let Russia worry about Russia. Can't we worry about us here? I mean, come on. Please, man. It's like we're living in the land of the lost. Common sense has done left the building a long time ago. It's ridiculous. And then here a couple days ago, they're talking about raising the debt ceiling again. Raising the debt ceiling. We hear the same story over and over, year after year. Oh, the government's going to shut down. Oh, we got to raise the debt ceiling again because, you're going to lose all your services and blah, 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 blah. Oh, it never ends. It never ends. What we really need to do is to get rid of the whole mess, the whole Federal Reserve, the whole bunch of these losers, these bankers and all this garbage, and reset everything back to zero. Reset everything back to zero. Make the dollar a dollar instead of a dollar that you have only being worth 10 or 5 cents or whatever. Make the dollar worth a dollar instead of all this garbage, this debt crap and all this nonsense that nobody, for the most part, really understands anyway. Except these twisted bankers who got us in this mess a long time ago. Just think about it. Why could you buy a car back in the 60s for $3,000? Okay? A car. A brand new car off the dealer's lot for $3,000. Today, you're lucky if you can get one for $30,000. Okay? I mean, why? Why? If a dollar was a dollar in the 60s, it should still be a dollar today. But no, we've got all of this manipulation and all this credit garbage going on. We live in this debt system. Everything's debt, 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 debt. It just... Sometimes I just want to go out in the street and scream. I just get frustrated. I get frustrated and I get angry. Not at any particular person, but it's just the whole system is hypocritical. The whole thing is so hypocritical. It really is. We're talking about, these people got killed and now we've got to shoot some missiles and blow up some more people and kill some more innocent people. I'm like, what? How does that solve the problem, man? Come on. Most people just want to live in peace and be left the hell alone. But no, we got this little group of people over here in the corner. These little evil, whatever you want to call them, reptilians or the powers that be or psychos or whatever, man. And, they're just not right. They've got to have their way. They've got to have their bloodshed. They've got to have their killing. They've got to have their, constant chaos and manipulation of the whole planet. Nobody wants, everybody wants to ignore it. It's like everybody just wants to keep their eyes focused straight ahead and they don't ever look up at the sky. They never think. They're always on their cell phone or they're always on their Twitter or Lord knows what. But nobody wants to think. Nobody wants to, I'm not talking about everybody, but a good portion of the people, they don't look at the sky. They don't think about what is all them trails up there in the sky? What is going on? What's happening? It's like, no, they got their head stuck in the sand or their head stuck in the mainstream media or the news. And the news don't tell you anything. The news is just a script. It's just a program. It doesn't tell you any truth. Yeah, they might throw out a piece of truth here and there just to get you to bite on it so you'll even turn it on. But most of it is just manipulation. It's like it's just like a big a marketing scam. It's just to get you to buy something that they're selling. It's all marketing is what it boils down to. It's not news anymore. It's just a bunch of garbage to make you feel good. But the mainstream media never focuses on unemployed people or the homeless people or the people who are sick from cancer or dying from various diseases from the Gulf, the Gulf problem down there in Louisiana, and the all the cancers going around the country. They don't talk about Fukushima anymore. It's like that never even happened. They just, everything's well and good. Everything's wonderful. Go down to Louisiana and get you some of that fresh seafood. I'm like, oh man, it's just, sometimes I feel like my head is spinning from all this crazy stuff. It just makes me angry sometimes. Because sometimes I feel almost hopeless or helpless to be able to do anything about it. I feel like I'm caught up in this big, mess. And it's like a nightmare. It's becoming a nightmare. America is the laughingstock of the world. It really is. It's just, and then they tell us, oh, guns are bad, we don't want any Americans to have guns to defend themselves because they're dangerous. But yet on the other hand, the government, ships the latest military arms to terrorist groups around the world, and that's, that's because, they're fighting over there for their freedoms and democracy, and so we gotta. I'm like, what? Come on, we're gonna ship arms to another to people, known people that are dangerous, okay? So they can topple a government, but yet us here at home, we can't have guns because they're bad and they're dangerous, and I'm like, where is the logic in this? Come on, please. I don't know. I feel like I'm living in that movie. What is it called? They. Remember that movie with Roddy Piper back in the 80s? It's exactly like that. It's exactly like that. We got all these cell phone antennas everywhere sending out, electronic signals. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Bye, bye, bye. That's what it's like. It's exactly like that. And everybody just walking around in this state of, I gotta take my kids to the soccer game. We're gonna get tickets to the NFL tonight. And I'm like, what? Man, come on. Where's everybody's head at? Turn the NFL off. Turn the TV off. Turn the soccer game off, man. Come out of this craziness. Does anybody relate to this? What I'm saying? And on it goes. On it goes. On to another day. Man. Oh. Well, it's all going to come crashing down real soon, so I just hope, I pray that my viewers and friends are prepared, because the things that are going, the way this world is going right now, it can't continue. There's no way it can continue without going over the edge of a cliff pretty soon. I mean, People are gonna reach a point. I mean, where they're just gonna throw in the towel and just bail out of the system altogether. Because you can only tax people so much. You can only push people so far, and then that's it. They just shut down. Mentally, physically, and every other way. They just shut down. And I think we're quickly approaching that point where people are out of money, they're out of hope, they're out of work. They see this Obamacare thing as another weight around their neck that they can't afford, and they don't know what they're going to do about it. They can't buy gas to go to work because it's not worth buying gas to go to work because they're only making half of what they used to make. So it's all accumulative, and we have a government that's out of touch with its people. It doesn't even pay any attention to its people. So I don't know. I don't know where it's all headed, but it's not looking real good. It's not looking real good. That's my thoughts for today. I think that's enough for today. I think I said what I needed to say. Got my frustrations out there, so I hope everybody's well. I hope you have a great weekend, what's left of it. And if you're sharing any of these feelings or these thoughts that I have, please leave a comment below. A kind comment. I mean, you don't have to beat me up or anything, because I know there's a lot of people out there who don't understand and don't care. But anyways, best wishes to everybody out there. I hope you have a great weekend, and all my subs and friends and everybody, take care of yourselves. And hang in there, guys. Hang in there. It's going to get bumpy real soon, I'm afraid. If you want to send me a personal message, send me a personal message or whatever, man. But take care, guys. Take care.